Start. The trial court convicted the appellant under section 302 IPC and sentenced him to imprisonment for life and also to a fine of rupees 5,000. The High Court dismissed the appeal filed by the appellant against the conviction and sentence awarded by the trial court. Aggrieved, the above appeal is filed before this court. The appellant's case in defense is that on 11th November 2005 at 6:30 am, he went to the Nala to answer call of nature with Gudaku and toothbrush. Ram Kumar Sahu, deceased Krishna Kumar Sahu, PW3, Dev Kumar Sahu, PW6 and Shail Kumar, PW9 were standing near the fields of Komal Singh. PW3 was holding a tangi and others were armed with lathis. The appellant was afraid seeing them armed and pleaded that he should not be attacked. However, they started assaulting him from the back side. Krishna Kumar Sahu, PW3, assaulted the appellant with a tangi on his head. The appellant tried to protect himself by raising his hands, but the tangi hit his hand and head. In the scuffle, the tangi came to his hands, and when he realized that he was going to be killed, he swung the tangi in his defense, which hit the Ram Kumar Sahu, deceased, on his head. Thereafter, the tangi fell down from his hand and he became unconscious. He became conscious at 7:30 am and he sent his son to report the matter in the police station. In the course of the treatment, he spent 8 days in the hospital. He was admitted in the hospital for treatment and discharged after 8 days. Dr. Hulesh Mandle, PW19, who conducted the post-mortem examination at 3:35 pm on 11th November 2005, deposed that there was a lacerated wound on the center part of the front head side, which was 6.2 centimeters in length and 1 centimeter in width. According to him, the injury was caused by a sharp-edged weapon. There is sufficient evidence on record to show that there was a fight between the deceased and his brothers on one side and the accused on the other. The oral evidence, which is in conformity with the medical evidence, would show that Ram Kumar Sahu died due to the injury caused on his head. The appellant, who had examined himself as a witness, also stated that he swung the tangi in self-defense when he was being attacked. There is no doubt in our mind that the accused is responsible for the death of Ram Kumar Sahu. The case of the appellant is that he wielded the tangi in self-defense. The tangi came into his hand when he was trying to protect himself from being hit by Krishna Kumar Sahu. There is no dispute that the appellant is also injured on the head during the incident. He was in the hospital for a period of 8 days of treatment. Dr. O.P. Srivastava, PW13, examined the appellant on 11th November 2005 and found an incised wound about 2 inches long in the mid part of the head. He also found at the bottom of the left thumb on the upper part of pelvic region about 6 inches and below left the knee about. He opined that the incised injury could have been caused by the said tangi and the other could have been caused by the seized danda. However, the prosecution failed to explain the injuries caused to the appellant. Stop.